Hello everybody. It's Pizza Lover 346 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Sonic 3 and Knuckles. We are ready to tackle Act 2 of the Death Egg, which, judging by my performance on this spring, should go interestingly. Yeah, those little spinny things weren't just for looks. Now we get to play with gravity. Nope, back out. I said back out. I said back out. Please. Sonic, Hedgehog, please. Fine. Okay, we'll go this way. Now can I... Yes. Please. Well, I got the lightning shield. I wanted it anyway. Let's keep going. I just wanted the lightning shield. The rings are nice, but it's not like we can go hypersonic or anything, so... Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, so we're going to be doing a lot of ceiling walking mixed with ground walking, and when you're on the ceiling, the controls don't actually reverse. Left moves you left on the screen, right moves you right on the screen, up makes Sonic look up, and down makes him crouch. Never changes. Even when you're upside down, up still makes you look up, even though you're looking down, you know. The controls don't flip, which I will say is kind of nice. I wish more games did that. I know the gimmick of anti-gravity is usually the controls flip, but I like it. Like right now I am hitting left, Sonic is going left. Hitting right, he is going right. You know? Because relative to the player, relative to the screen, he's still going the same direction. Don't reverse that. And admittedly, the whole up-down thing's a little confusing because this is me hitting up, this is me hitting down. Like, that's more intuitive, but that's also not miserable. Like, I think that might be the preferable way to have done that, just because... Ooh. After Red Eye, we need that. Sorry. Just because, like, everything controls the same. You can just keep playing the same way and not worry. And that's the cool part. Oops. Yeah, these things are like seesaws. We saw them in Act 1. I didn't really mention them, but they're total, like, stand on one side to make the other side rise, go up the other side. If you stand on them for too long, they do fall, so there is consequences for trying to, like, maximize how far they're going. I am so not on my game today. What happened? And these usually mean that I am going to just explode. No, I'm kidding. That I'm going to flip gravity and have a fun time doing that. Again, look at this background. Look at that huge, beautiful Earth in the background. Mobius, Earth, Sonic, planet. It's not important. Either way, look at it. You can see the atmosphere and the clouds and the deep darkness of space behind, and even though it's all 16-bit sprite work, I mean, just look at it. It's so amazing, so majestic, so grandiose. That's the word I would use for it. Oh man. This game rules. For what it's worth, as much as Death Egg Zone is this brutal challenge that is going to test your patience and your ability to play the game, it is also a really fun zone to look at, and a really cool zone in terms of, like, its ideas. Like, anti-gravity is dope. Sonic did it before Mario. What? Oops. If you jump on these platforms, they turn around, which can sometimes be tricky. These, I'm sorry for these little electric things, they just flash like that, and it's not great. I wish I could tell you why. I don't have full-blown photosensitivity, but I am not fond of flashing lights. So there's Robotnik piloting this mech in the background, and there's the gimmick. Its shield moves where you are, and it spits out these little spiky guys. We can change gravity. You get the idea. Change gravity in order to shoot the spiky guys up at it, because it'll move the shield out of the way to follow us, but it won't move the shield in the way of the spiky guys. Boom, there we go. There's our first hit, because I'm playing poorly today. Oops. You're pretty safe in this little capsule, because the little guys do explode on impact with the boss and after a little while, and their spikes do kind of fly. And for the most part, they don't go into the capsule. I have been hit in the capsule. It is absolutely possible. It's just they don't typically go into the capsule. And when you're spinning like that, you kind of have some iframes, which is nice. This is the whole boss. Just kind of predict where it's going to be. Change gravity. If it's not the spiky side, it doesn't damage the boss, so, you know. Don't try to drop them on its head. Try to drop them on its base. Or lift them up, I guess. Gravity gets confusing when it's reversible. That's what I learned. That's my life lesson of the day. Explaining gravity's hard. Kudos to scientists. Dang it. You do have to step out, then step back in. Shoot. Please. Dang it. The other thing is you can't... I wish this was a more, like, tight screen. I'm glad it isn't, for the sake of, like, maneuvering and not getting hit by the spikes. But it does make it hard to see if there's a spike lined up to hit the robot or not. Which then can make it hard to time your things. But with a little practice and a little knowledge of how to time it, you're good. We give chase after Robotnik, and welcome to the final boss, baby! The Death Egg Robot Mark II. This thing is terrifying. Remember that hand we fought in Lava Reef Zone? It's back. So the strategy here is stand in the middle and spin dash. You will get absolutely ping-ponged between the fingers. You have to destroy all of them, so, you know. Exploit the fact that they're all grounded. The fact that you have to fight its fingers. It's like he's doing a little dance with you. But that's not all. No, we destroy its hands, and the Death Egg robot is still ready to throw some. Attack it. Attack that center bit. Jump over the powered laser beam. Attack it again, and jump over the fire. Repeat the process. You can avoid doing that first attack before the laser beam if you are not feeling safe doing it. That is fully me being antsy. You can fully fall off this platform. You can fully... run out of time and get shot by the laser, which I totally just mistimed. And then you just don't get your rings back, so... There's that phase, but it's still not done. Robotnik is still running, and it's still not over. He's going to take his egg carrier and try to get away with just the Master Emerald. We're going to chase him down. He couldn't defeat us, but he's trying to outspeed the fastest thing alive, so we're going to run after him. He knows he can't get away with this, right? He knows that he is trying to run from Sonic the Hedgehog, whose primary power is running quickly. This segment can be really hard because of the knockback you get from hitting him. There's the Master Emerald, and the day is saved? No! If you've collected all 7 Chaos Emeralds. I'm pausing to explain this. Or all 7 Super Emeralds on top of that, you enter Doomsday Zone as either Super and Hypersonic, where Robotnik is on the run one last time. You're out in space chasing him down in his original Death Egg robot as he tries to run away with the Master Emerald, gathering rings to keep your time limit going, because if you run out, then you are done. Dodging missiles, dodging asteroids. Robotnik is making a run for it with the Master Emerald. If we don't get this back, Angel Island and life as we know it is doomed. Hence the name Doomsday Zone. As I struggle to dodge missiles, enjoy the music. Here he is. Check this out. In a carrier that we can't damage even when super. We have to guide its own missiles into it because Robotnik has gotten too strong. Of course, the looming time limit is always a threat. With everything knocking us back, it's very possible I fail this as I build all this hype. There we go. Oh. Gosh. There's even the bullets knock you back in the way that the missiles do, so it's kind of really easy to get thrown around in such a way that this becomes very hard. Come on, dude. Okay. Kind of establish a pattern and hope for the best. Okay, there we go. Okay, the timer's still going. By the way, I think I might run out of rings here. Robotnik makes a blitz for it. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. Okay. So we're supposed to hold forward and chase him down. If you couldn't tell, we are in a sketchy and or very bad spot in terms of rings right now. And he drops obstacles, and there we go. We are dead. And if I'm not mistaken, we start back at the beginning of the level. Yep. Which is fine. We'll collect more rings. We'll do it better this time. Rings are more plentiful in this segment, so I like to try to stockpile them up as much as possible while chasing down the missile firing version. This level's not easy, so don't beat yourself up if you're struggling. You're on a strict time limit. You're being shot at from every angle, and you're having to hit Robotnik in a very, very unconventional way that has never really been done in a Sonic game before this, or even really after this. Like, similar ideas have been thought of, and sort of, especially this sort of like space showdown as Supersonic versus a Robotnik invention, but nothing quite to this degree, nor to this difficulty. So, interestingly, I thought about saving this for the very final episode of this playthrough. And while I think that'd be cool, the payoff of what this brings is far more important. So, I figured, why waste time? Why dawdle? Why annoy you, the dear viewer? There we go. This is much better shape. And we'll just do it as Supersonic. You don't need to get all the Hyper Emeralds, although you will be playing as Hypersonic in this stage if you got all the Hyper Emeralds, and Supersonic if you didn't. You cannot play this level if you didn't at least get all 7 Chaos Emeralds. So, you know, it is a sort of completion reward. I'm just gonna give chase. So you gotta hit this guy. And he's throwing obstacles at you left and right, and you know, rings are limited. it's hard to dodge the asteroids, dodge his obstacles, and be grabbing rings, especially because I was holding up there when I bounced off of him, and there was that pack of 6 rings right above us. And lo and behold, couldn't navigate upwards to get those 6 rings. And again, to chase him, you do need to be holding forward this entire time. So you have to be up against the front of the screen. You have very little time to react to approaching rings, approaching missiles, approaching anything. And, yep. Just like that, we are risking our lives here. Everything is on the line. Rings, please. There we go. The bundle of 6. If we get more bundles of 6 like that, that'd be great. I don't know how many more hits we have, so I'm kind of concerned. Kind of very concerned now. Biscuits, 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 biscuits! Oh, okay. I'll see you guys at the big chase. I don't want to... I know there's plenty of episode length. I don't want to put you through this segment too many times. As good as the music is, I'm just going to cut ahead. So I'll see you guys on the big chase. On the attempt that I'm succeeding. Please, dude. Dude, please. There we go. Whew, welcome back. And that is Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Tails catches us on our descent, grabs onto the Master Emerald, and Robotnik has been beaten for good. Oh, gosh. To say that took a little while is an understatement. An absolute understatement. Whew. We did it. We see Tails bank in for the turn, fly by in the background with the Master Emerald behind him, return it to the island. We see Angel Island lift off once more, back into the sky where it belongs. Enjoy the credits. Oh, and Tails' plane sprite is backwards. You can see they just flipped it because it says... well, it's supposed to say Sonic, but yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to describe that. You know, normally I have something reflective to say during these credits, but honestly, what more is there to say? We have 2 more playthroughs to go after this, so, you know, we're not done yet. This is just what it's like to play on the Sega Genesis. So if you have a Sega Genesis with a Sonic 3 cartridge and a Sonic 3 and Knuckles cartridge and you want to experience this, go click these bad boys together. Go enjoy that. It's really good. Music composers, you mean collaborators with Michael Jackson. Look at all those names that are fully American. Shoutouts to Bo on Sega's sound team. Yeah. A lot of people worked on this game. This was a very big game for its time. That's what I will say. I do love the dolphins and swimming behind us and the birds flying with us as Sonic and Tails triumphantly ride off into the distance. There we go. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles. Of course, we have a few more things to take care of. Starting at the top, let's talk about cheesing those Hyper Emeralds. So here on File Select, you can see that we have 2 not-so-super emeralds, and we can select whatever zone we want, including Doomsday. I say, let's go back to Mushroom Hill Zone. Why am I bringing you back to Mushroom Hill Zone? Well, it plays out exactly like it did back when we first came here. Knuckles! How's it going, buddy? How you doing? And if we pop open this hatch, the big ring's back. Yeah. From the File Select, I don't know if this is necessarily after you've beaten the game or just from the File Select. You can pick the stage. Just go back. Free retry. Let's not fumble this, huh? Oof, we fumbled it. And then we just reset the system whenever we want to retry. So, yeah, I'll see you back at this special stage again. Round 2, ready, go. Yeah, so we just sort of get to mess up as many times as we so desire. Which is pretty nifty. Especially in the case of me being bad at these special stages, because I have to show you guys the super epic, super cool Hypersonic. But obviously, I'm not too good at this game, so yeah, super easy way to cheese it. Super recommend if you desire the power of 1,000 suns in the palm of your hand. But don't have quite the gamer skill to earn that power, you can cheese your way to that power. And that feels pretty good. There's that side of things taken care of. Okay. We sort of fumbled that a little bit, but that's okay. Cool. Are you kidding me? Oh, see you guys on the next attempt, preferably when we're winning. There we go. Welcome back. I had to stay dead silent and focused, but there's our second to last Super Emerald. Oh man, that one's not easy. That's not easy at all. Theoretically, you could keep playing through the game to find more Super Emeralds and have chances and chances and chances, but we can reset Scum just a little bit. Alright, see you on the next reset, I think. Actually, see you at the next big ring. I bet you I can find another here in the zone. Let it be known, I have officially beaten Act 1 without finding another big ring. I could probably reset at this point, but I sort of want to know where the next big ring I find will be. So, again, see you at the big ring. Here we are. The next big ring. All the way in the green section of Act 2. Here's hoping I get this right. Okay. This seems simple enough, right? Like, this is just some squares. I can do squares. Okay. This is pretty typical. What's the catch? Where's the... Oh, it's this one. Have you figured out the part that makes it difficult yet? All the bouncing backwards into blue spheres. Is that clicking for you? Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll see you on the next reset. Welcome back. Okay. I think we can do this. I just got a little antsy is all. Happens to the best of us. It's not very easy, and the speed, you know, picks up and all that jazz. I don't need to make excuses. You guys know what's up. Whoa. You have to time your jumps and turns differently based on the speed you're going, and it picks up gradually, so you never really know what speed you're going to be going. It is just kind of reaction times meets level memorization. Uh-oh. I think that just got way harder. What in the hey? Alright. Whatever. That's cool. Is there a way out of this? There is. Okay. I saw it. There we go. There it is. Whew, if you were going for every ring, you'd have to jump that blue sphere, get the 2 rings, bounce back into the blue sphere, but it's fine. Sonic got all Super Emeralds. Okay. Now let's show off Hypersonic, end this off, and have a great time. Don't ask me why they're flickering like that. Now Sonic can be Hypersonic. Let's do it. Yeah. That reset just works. Never forgetty. Let's get 50 rings and hop to it, huh? Here's 20. There's 30. Oh, there's none. We can make 50 rings happen. We all know I got the skills. Oh. No, are you joking? Oh my gosh. I know I've been really quiet, but come on. Here we go. Alright. It's time for Hypersonic. Got this cool after image, we flash a million bajillion colors, and we have a screen wipe that dashes us forwards. So if I jump and hit jump again while hyper, it launches me forward, it's like a dash, and it wipes the screen of enemies. That's what that big flash is. We jump higher, we move faster. This logger ain't got nothing on us. That's all there is to it. That's Hypersonic. I'll show him off just a little more in this act, and then we'll end. Because y'all deserve to see Hypersonic. Hypersonic's cool. But, you know, we have a runtime to pay attention to. It's so funny. You know, when you know about Knuckles' arc, it's so fun to see him being this, like, cheeky villain dude who's just, like, he's just trying to protect his home. There we go. Now we got a shield and invincibility. A better way to gain rings than this. So we've got some ring insurance with our shield. And we had invincibility. Oh, interestingly, can't break that chain. Look at him go. Look at him zoom. No enemies. Oh. Oops. Yeah, the screen flashing the way it does every time we wipe it is kind of rough. I apologize to anyone photosensitive. It's also kind of rough on, you know, every time I want to just get some momentum forward, because it's sort of just the fire shield, but with a screen wipe attached in terms of mobility. Get another 50 rings. Keep this hyper experience going. Yeah, Hypersonic rules. You can imagine why this would be good for bosses like Red Eye and the Egg Robo and Doomsday Zone and this is a lock speed boss, unfortunately, but he's already dead. Yeah, that's the power of Hypersonic. In case you were curious, that's what Hypersonic does. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute blast. But that's it for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. For now. Next time, we'll be diving into Tails' playthrough, seeing what he has to offer, as well as seeing what the most commercially available version of this game has to offer as well, as we play it in Origins mode on Sonic Origins. See you guys then.